Greetings and salutations, SSI. I'm Mandy Jester.
And I'm Levi Raymond, and this is SSI We News.
Big news today, as Michigan Governor Gary Grayson's term runs out, and candidates are gathering teams to campaign for the role of next governor.
Hi, I'm Abigail Hester, and right now we're at the Michigan State Capitol, and I have the unique opportunity to talk to Amanda, the senior advisor for the campaign teams. Now, Amanda, my first question, we've been hearing some whispers around campus about candidates announcing their race tomorrow. What are the names of these potential candidates?
So we don't exactly know who is going to announce their candidacy tomorrow, but I've heard rumor that we have potential candidate in Benjamin LaRange. Also, Ron W. Pierce is expected to make his announcement. John P. Ingalls as well. And actually, I even heard rumor that Ken K. Ferry was going to make an announcement about his candidacy as well.
That sounds like a really solid lineup. So as the senior advisor, what do these teams have to accomplish tonight before the big announcements tomorrow morning?
So before they can make any of their announcements, their biggest goals are to establish their platform. They need to dig deep on the issues and come up with exactly how they feel about what's best for Michigan. And they also need to come up with a strategy on how they're going to campaign throughout the rest of this week.
Okay, so what is your specific advice for them going into this election?
So there are a lot of hats in the ring. So my suggestion is that they try to set themselves apart as best as they can, try to distinguish themselves in some way, shape, or form.
Tomorrow afternoon, the famous, or perhaps infamous, Feats of Strength will take place.
This intense battle between nations has resulted in many injuries over the years and produced grudges that do not die quickly.
We News correspondent Emma Zillinger has taken to the hallways to find out opinions and advice from Feats of Strength veterans.
I'm Emma Zallinger, reporting for the Lead News Network, and I'm here to find out how competitors are feeling about tomorrow's Feats of Strength. What are you expecting for tomorrow?
I don't know what's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the Feats of Strength.
I'm very weak, so I would say I'm intimidated.
I'm expecting a lot of fun, a lot of sweat, maybe some tears, and possibly a broken bone.
I'm just ready to go in and give my all. Like, the most I've given before is a leg and maybe an appendage or two, but I'm ready.
Good, you're willing to sacrifice for your country.
Anything.
Do you have any advice for those who are going to be participating in the grueling events of tomorrow for the first time?
I do. Take it slow. Do not be afraid to think before you act. It will help you.
Stay hydrated and cheer a lot.
In the past, which games have you found to be particularly grueling?
Whoa. There's lots of them.
We're just running back and forth for the longest time between 2 points. That was kind of tough.
Do you have any advice for those who are going to be participating in the grueling events of tomorrow for the first time?
No, I do not. You are on your own.
Every man for himself.
Thank you for those sobering warnings, Emma. May we all come out alive.
Earlier today, newly sworn-in Michigan House representatives toured the Senate Capitol and heard wise words of wisdom from Lieutenant Governor Posthumus. Louisa Kendow is our lead correspondent at the Capitol with the coverage.
What has been your involvement with SSI over the years?
Well, it goes back to when I was in the Senate, I guess almost 20 years ago. James Muffet and I became close friends over policy issues that we were in agreement with and working together on. And he told me about this idea he had of developing a leadership program for young people that really had a faith background. And so I said I thought it was a great idea, and he asked if I would come and speak to the students, and I started speaking those first few times and have enjoyed it ever since.
Is this your first time at the Capitol?
It is indeed. The architecture is very interesting.
From the last speaker's presentation, what is one thing that you will take away?
Even if it seems like something sucks and something doesn't go your way, that God has planned for it to work together for his good and for your good.
Probably even if you don't have a degree in something or it's not your specialty, you can still do it.
The representatives seem to have enjoyed themselves.
In other news, Representative Muffet hosted a press conference about a new bill that would require Michigan residents to walk 10,000 steps a day, as monitored by a wrist-mounted fitness tracker.
again, this is the Healthy Michigan Initiative we introduced today. We'll now take any questions from members of the press who would like to ask. Yes,
What impact do you think the Michigan Health Initiative will have on your freedoms?
I feel that it will impact me to think that we don't have our freedoms anymore.
I then became aware of something that changed my life and brought this beautiful body into existence. I found something called a gym. And now I'm rich and beautiful.
It will enable you to exercise freely. And are you saying you didn't have that ability before? No, I think it will encourage me to do it more because I will be forced.
We would start at 9 a.m. with a stretch, and of course that lasted for 2 minutes. 10 a.m. we had crunches. 11 a.m. we had leg lifts, and noon, of course, a power walk.
And if you could give one word to describe this bill, what would that word be? Terrible. That seems like quite a bill.
I hope you all have enjoyed your relaxing and educational day, because tomorrow's feat of strength will be brutal.
This closes Monday's Lead News Network. Have a suig and delightful, legable creepest day.